Hello everyone, welcome. So today we are going to talk about final revision. This is the last session of revision and we are going to do few LR sets in this session. Okay, now let's start. This is the third session. So we have already covered four LR sets and this is the fifth set that we are going to do. Okay. Now, what does it say? It says a new airline company is planning to start operations in a country. The company has identified 10 different cities which they plan to connect through their network to start with. The flight duration between any pair will be less than an hour. To start operations, the company has to decide a daily schedule. Underlying principle is any person staying in any of the cities should be able to make a round trip in the same day. Okay, so that is a good point. Okay. So it means I am talking about one city, let's say A, and he wants to go to B. So in the morning, he is going from A to B, and in the evening, he is coming back from B to A. So we need two flights, right? Now, the person who is living in B, in the morning, he wants to go to A and he wants to come back to B. So we got two more flights. So basically, if I have A to B in the morning. So let's understand this way. So I got morning, evening. So morning is going to be A to B. Evening is going to be B to A. Morning is going to be B to A. Evening is going to be A to B. So one pair of cities needs to have four flights. One pair of cities needs to have four flights. And this is what I know. So basically, if I say 10 cities, so how many pairs I am going to get? So in 10 cities, the number of pairs that I can get is going to be 10C2. So 10C2 is going to be set as 10 into 9 divided by 2. So that is going to be 45 pairs I am going to get. So total number of pairs that I am receiving is 45 and every pair is going to have 4 flights. So if I talk about 10 cities, what is the total number of flights I am going to get? That is 45 into 4. That's going to be 180. So total number of flights that are going to be required to run the whole operation, that you can go from any city to any city and in the morning and come back in the evening. So total number of flights that are required are going to be 180, and that's the that's the answer of question number 1. So that says if the underlying principle is to be satisfied in such a way that journey between any two cities can be performed using only direct flights, then the minimum number of flights has to be how many? That's going to be 180. That's option 3. Okay. So basically, what I'm going to do in every question, I'm going to just find out the number of pairs and I'm going to multiply it by 4. So that's what I'm understanding, that I need to find out number of pairs and multiply it by 4. I'm going to get the answer. Okay. Now, suppose 3 of the 10 cities are to be developed as hubs. Okay. Now, what is a hub? A hub is a city which is connected with every other city by direct flight in each way, both in the morning as well as evening. Okay. The only direct flight which will be scheduled are originating or terminating in one of the hubs. Okay. Then the minimum number of flights to be scheduled, underlying principle, serve all the cities. Okay. So I am going to have the first one. The first thing I'm going to do over here, I have 3 hubs, A, B, C. Now I have 7 other cities because total number of cities are 10. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now anyone can go to any of these 7 cities from A. So what is the total number of flights I'm going to get? 7. From B, anyone can go to any of the 7 cities because ABC are hubs. Okay. So how many flights I am going to require? That is 7. From C, anyone can go from any of these 7 cities. What is the number of flights I am going to need? That is 7. Now A to B, A to C, and B to C, I am going to get 3 more pairs. So what is the total number of pairs I am going to get? 24. And each pair is going to have 4 flights that we have already discussed. So what are the total number of flights that are going to be required? That's going to be 96. So answer is directly going to be 96. That's going to be option 3. I hope everyone understood. If you don't understand, kindly do let me know. Now, the next one. Suppose that 10 cities are divided into 4 distinct groups, G1, G2, G3, and G4, having 3, 3, 2, 2 cities, respectively. G1 contains ABC. Okay. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to try to write over here only. So, I got G1, and G1 has ABC. Then I got G2. G2 got 3 cities. Let's say DEF. I got G3 and G4, and M and N and X and Y. These are the number of cities I'm getting. Okay. Now the flights that are allowed in both cities in G1. So A to B, A to C, B to C. 3 pairs I'm getting. A to any city in G2. So it means from A to D, A to E, A to F. I'm going to get 3 pairs. B to any city in G3. So B to M, B to N. So 2. Okay. C to any of the cities. So C to X, C to Y. So I'm going to get 2 more. So what are the total number of pairs I'm getting? I'm getting total number of pairs is 10. And each pair is going to require 4 flights. So what should be the answer of this question? That is going to be 40. That's what we are doing. Simple. Okay. Now the next one, what does it say? Again, the same thing. There are 10 cities. So G1, G2, G3, and G4. So again, if you face any doubt in any of the questions, you can ask. A, B, C, D, E, F, M, N, and X, Y. This is what I have. Now, both cities in G1, okay, so that's the previous arrangement. Now it says, however, due to operational difficulties, it was later decided that only flights that would operate at A would be those to and from B, and cities G2 would have been assigned to either G3 or G4. Okay. So these 3 cities are going to go to here. Okay. What is the maximum reduction in number of direct flights? Okay. So it means B is connected to 5 flights, 5 cities. Okay. C is connected to 2 cities. Okay. A is connected to B. Okay. So that is 1. And B is connected to C. That is 1. So what are the total number of pairs I'm getting? 9. What is the total number of flights I'm getting? That's 36. What were the total number of flights that were required? 40. Now what is the total number of flights that are required? 36. Now what is the reduction we are talking about? That's going to be 4. So answer of this question is going to be 4. And if you see, we got all the answers right. Now the first one answer is 180. Next one it's 96. Third one it's 40. And fourth one is 4. Okay. Anyone has any doubt in this set? So this is one of the sets that you can solve in less than 10 minutes. Once you understand the set, it has you need not to do anything. The most important part in this set, that each pair is always going to have 4 flights. So if you understood that, now this set has nothing. Clear? So as you already know that the CL app is live, you can download the app, and that's going to help you a lot, because you can study when even when you are traveling or you are going somewhere, even at home. So that's going to help you a lot. Now let's move to next set, that is set number 6. Okay. Now what does it say? There are 4 cars that need to travel from A to B. 2 routes are available. Okay. Via M and N. Okay. The roads from A to M, N to B are short and narrow. Okay. In each case, one car takes 6 minutes to cover the distance. Okay. And each additional car increases the travel time by 3 minutes because of congestion. Uh, okay. So it says that A to M, if there are two cars, they are going to take 9 minutes. Okay. A to N, one car takes 20 minutes and each additional car takes 1 minute. Okay. M to B and okay. So all other things. Okay. Now, what are the questions? Okay, so third and fourth are lengthy. How many cars would I don't know? Would I think police asked to take the route A and B? That is this by the police department. Okay, so, okay, something I think grammatical error. Okay, so I am going to make the arrangement. I have A, I have B, I have M, I have N. Okay. The police department orders each car to take a particular route in such a manner that it is not possible for any car to reduce travel time by not following the order. Okay. So it means my job is to minimize that time. Okay. I'm going to go like this. Okay. Now A to N, how much time does it take? A to M and N to B both takes 6 minutes. 6 minutes, 6 minutes. Okay. And each additional car takes 3 minutes. 3 minutes, 3 minutes. Okay. Now, M to B or A to N takes 20 minutes. M to B takes 20 minutes. And A to N takes 1 minute extra. Okay, plus one. This takes 0.9 minutes extra. Okay. And this is what question is. If I have one car only, one car in A and B and one car in A and B, one car, one car. So A and B is going to be what? That is going to be 6 minutes plus 20 minutes. That's going to be 26 minutes. If I have one car in A and B, that is going to be 20 plus 6, that is going to be 26 minutes. So if I send one car over here, one car over here, so if there are two cars only, so both of them are going to take 26 minutes and both of them are going to reach at B in 26 minutes. Okay. How many cars? So how many cars we got? Uh, Four cars are there. That's the first line. Four cars are there. Now, question is saying I want to minimize the time. Okay. So if I send one additional car over here, I'm going to get plus 3. One additional car over here, plus 0.9. So what is the total time if I send two cars over here? That's going to be 29.9. 3 minutes extra, 0.9 minutes extra. Okay. If I send two cars over here, that is going to be 1 plus 3, 4 minutes extra. So that is going to take 30 minutes. Now that is going to be A and B. That is the time. And this is going to be A and B. That is the time. Okay. If I send three cars over here, what is the total time? 26 for one car plus 3 plus 3, 6 minutes plus 0.9 plus 0.9. That is 1.8. So 7.8 minutes. That is going to take more time. If I'm going to send two cars from here, two cars from here, to in total this much time, all the four cars are going to reach at B. So basically, if I have more number of cars, my job is to send equal number of cars in both ways. So how many cars? Police will ask. That's going to be two cars. So answer of this question is going to be straightforward and that is going to be 2. Now this question is saying, what is the time difference? That's going to be 0.1 because I got 30 and 29.9. So time difference is definitely going to be 0.1. That's going to be fairly easy. We have already calculated that. Understood? Now, let's go for question number 3. And there is a lot of additional information that is given. Now that might be a little problematic. We need to read everything. So I'm going to draw here A, B. This is going to be M. This is going to be N. This is going to be 6 and plus 3. This is, I'm going to write here, 20.9. that is going to be 20 plus 1, 6 plus 3. Okay, have I written it right? Okay. Now one way road is built from M to N. Each car has three possible routes, that is A and B, A and B, AM and B. Okay. So M to N, there is going to be another route. Okay. Now, question says it is A, M, and B. Even if it says two-way route, no one is anyhow going to take A, N, and B, because that is going to be 20 minutes, then some time, then 20 minutes. That is going to take a lot of time, right? So no one is going to take A, N, M, B route. So the only feasible routes that looks like that is A, M, and B route. Okay. Now one car takes 7 minutes. Okay, one car takes 7 minutes, and each additional car takes plus 1 minute. Okay. Assume that any car taking A and B, AM and B routes travels AM portion at the same time. So A, M, and B takes same time as car taking A, M, N route. Okay, it's not B. So A, M, N route travels AM portion in the same time. Okay, so that's A, M, and B only. I think I'm making a mistake. Okay, so AM portion in same time as other cars are taking A and B. Any car taking A, M, and B route, so A, M, and B route travels the AM portion in the same time that other cars taking AM, okay, AMB route, and NB portion in the same time, ANB route. Okay, same time. Now, what does it say? How many cars would police department order to take A and B and NB route, so that again, it's not possible to decrease the time. So what I'm going to do? There are going to be 6 minutes, then 7 minutes, then 6 minutes. So 6 plus 7 plus 6. So that is going to be 19 minutes. Okay. So what I'm going to do in this particular case? Now, if car goes like AMB, that's 27 minutes. If it goes AMNB route, that's going to be how much time? That is going to be 19 minutes, right? So instead of sending 2 cars, I'm going to send 3 cars. So 3 cars is going to be 6 plus 3 plus 3, that's 12 minutes. So at 12 minutes, there are 3 cars over here. Okay. After that, I'm sending 2 cars, 1 car over here, because that is going to take 20 minutes. And 2 cars from here. So 2 cars are going to take 7 plus 1, 8 minutes. So at the end of 20 minutes, 2 cars are going from here to here, coming to here. So at 20 minutes, there are actually going to be 2 cars from AMN and 1 car from AN. So at the end of 20 minutes, there are actually 3 cars. 2 are coming like this, 1 is coming like this. Okay. Now in this route, there are 3 cars. That is going to be 6 plus 3 plus 3. So that's going to be 12 minutes. So these 3 cars are going to reach at 32 minutes. Now this is going to be 12 minutes, and this car in this portion is taking 20 minutes. So that is also going to take 32 minutes. So in 32 minutes, all the cars are going to reach at B. And that's what it says. How many cars would the police department order to take AM and B route? So AM and B, there are going to be 2 cars only. And how much time we are talking about? The time that is asked, that is going to be 32 minutes. So answer of this question is going to be option 2, that is 32 minutes. And how many cars in AM and B? That's going to be 2 cars. So let's see the answers. That's going to be 2.12 and 32. And did we get the answers? Yes. Okay. Now DILR 1000 is live. Now this one. Anyone has any doubt? Yes, no?